The atmosphere shifts uncomfortably as the interviewer asks rude questions about Jonah Hill's weight.
But are you still considered the fat guy? Everybody like look at you and they're like, oh wow, you know, this is great, now you're healthy.
Do you have any other questions that are smart?
Ready for some celebrity interviews that went horribly wrong? Laugh along with us as celebrities face cringeworthy moments. Snoop Dogg gets angry at a Norwegian reporter for asking about his late appearance, resulting in a shorter interview than planned.
You're 5 hours late here. And
Man, shut up, man.
no, we just saw you on Twitter, on the border.
About 5 hours late. Be happy I'm here and ask some real questions.
Yeah, I was just wondering why you were so late.
I was late because I went to go get some chicken wings. This is an old folks home. I went to a convalescent home. That's why I was late. All right, next one. Thank you very much.
Watch how Taylor Swift's expression changes when the interviewer assumes she's going home with a lot of men.
Home with more than maybe just a trophy tonight. I think lots of men.
I'm not gonna walk home with any men tonight. I'm gonna go hang out with my friends, and then I go home to the cats.
Nope. Nicki Minaj responds to comparisons with Lady Gaga, firing back with questions of her own.
Person offend you?
Offend me? No. Irks me? Yeah. First of all, I'm a rapper. The similarities. Why don't I turn the cameras around and ask you?
Just the wigs and the...
Wigs? Every female in this game wears wigs.
David Letterman interviews Lindsay Lohan with unprepared and inappropriate questions, catching her off guard during what was supposed to be a promotion for her new movie.
Now, aren't you supposed to be in rehab now?
Do you not watch anything that goes on?
I do.
Tabloid now?
Now here's what
May 2nd.
You don't, yes or no, do you steal stuff?
Do you? You can't make a joke of it.
That's so
mean.
I'm not joking.
No, you're not doing that. We're not doing that.
During a press conference, Rihanna visibly expresses her frustration with the unrelated questions.
Things are clearly going brilliantly in your career. I just wondered if you are as happy in your private life, and will we be seeing a certain Mr. Ashton Kutcher perhaps making a trip over here?
Wow, how disappointing was that question?
Should we move on to another one?
Absolutely.
I think there was a question. We've got to move on. I think
I'm
there's a question.
happy and I'm single, if that's what you were really asking.
Cara Delevingne faced unprofessional interviewers on live TV who suggested she needed a nap and a Red Bull.
More excited about it than you do right now. Are you just exhausted?
No. I mean, I'm still very excited. The premiere was last night. It was an emotional night. It felt like the end of an era, but I'm not any less excited than I was a couple of weeks ago.
Well, you seem a bit irritated. Perhaps it's just us. I'll let you go then. How about that? I'll let you go take a little nap, maybe get a Red Bull. How about that?
Tom Hardy confusedly shuts down a reporter who asks about his sexuality.
Character Ronnie is very open about his sexuality, but given interviews you've done in the past, your own sexuality seems a bit more ambiguous. Do you find it hard for celebrities to talk to media about their sexuality?
What on earth are you on about?
I was referring to an interview given to Attitude magazine a few years ago.
But what is your question?
I was wondering if you find it difficult for celebrities to talk about their sexuality.
I don't find it difficult for celebrities to talk about their sexuality. Are you asking me about my sexuality?
Sure.
Why?
What?
Thank you.
Okay.
Lady Gaga found herself having to defend her career and explain the music industry to an unprofessional interviewer.
Check out the sexual references and not care about the music? Is that something that worries?
No, not at all. I've got 3 #1 records and I've sold almost 4 million albums worldwide. If I was a guy and I was sitting here with a cigarette in my hand, grabbing my crotch and talking about how I make music because I love fast cars and girls, you'd call me a rock star. When I do it in my music and in my videos, because I'm a female, because I make pop music, you are judgmental. I'm just a rock star.
When Kanye West said he'd run for president in 2024, the audience laughed, but then went silent when they realized he was serious.
When I run for president in 2024, we're going to definitely know what y'all laughing at. When I run for president in 2024...
Ariana Grande was shocked by a pick-and-choose question, leading her to clap back at the radio host.
Makeup or your phone one last time, which one would you pick?
makeup or your phone.
Is this what you think
time.
girls have trouble choosing between?
Yeah, absolutely.
Is men assuming that that's what girls would have to choose between?
Now, this not a question. Can you really go anywhere without your cell phone?
Yes.
How long can you go without looking at Twitter?
Many hours. When I'm at a dinner table, I like to be present and talking.
Good quality.
Eye contact.
Ladies learn. Listen and learn, ladies.
Boys learn.
Oh, excuse me.
Come on.
Kourtney Kardashian stayed silent when asked about her sister's robbery, then blamed a bad connection before speaking again.
Hello, Kourtney. Have we lost you?
All right. It looks like Kourtney doesn't really want to go there with that question.
I think she's blanking me. I think she's totally blanking on that question.
I think there's probably a PR person there saying, you know, don't talk about it, but...
She could just say her sister's fine.
Jerry Seinfeld awkwardly declines Kesha's hug, creating an uncomfortable moment for everyone involved during his interview.
Most of the time.
I love you so much.
Oh, thanks.
Can I give you a hug?
No, thanks.
Please?
No, thanks.
A little one.
Yeah, no, thanks.
Oh.
That was a nice moment.
I don't know who that was.
Yeah, it was Kesha.
Okay.
On Jimmy Fallon, Dakota Johnson simply wanted to answer the question she was asked.
And so you go out to walk the dog?
Well, no.
It's cool.
I sort of...
Do they allow dogs at the hotel?
Aren't you supposed to let people talk on the show?
In a press conference, a reporter catches everyone off guard by asking the worldwide superstar a question no one saw coming.
Question back there.
Hi, I'm calling from Viva. Do you have a penis or not?
You know, my beautiful vagina is very offended by that question.
Really? So you got a vagina? Now we all know that. Thank you.
The interviewer asked Robert Downey Jr. about his past alcohol and drug problems, and this was the answer he received.
You talked in other interviews again about the dark periods you entered and taking drugs and drinking and all of that. And I just wondered whether you think you're free of all of that, or whether that's still something.
I'm sorry, I really don't. What are we doing?
Well, I'm just asking questions. That's all.
Right. Bye.
Well, I'm sorry.
Oprah asked the king of pop some intimate questions, leading to an awkward interview.
I'm going to ask you this, and it's embarrassing for me to ask you this, but I'm going to ask you anyway. Are you a virgin?
How could you ask me that question?
I just want to know. I want to know.
I'm a gentleman.
You're a gentleman.
I'm a gentleman. Something that's private, I mean, shouldn't be spoken about openly.
The interview with Kanye West at TMZ escalated quickly and caught everyone off guard.
Listen to this, please. 2 days before I was in the hospital, I was on opioids. I was addicted to opioids. I had plastic surgery because I was trying to look good for y'all. Because I didn't want y'all to call me fat like y'all called Rob at the wedding and made him fly home before me and Kim got married.
At a Moscow press conference, Justin Timberlake and Mila Kunis faced unexpected questions, prompting Mila to defend Justin in her native language.
Если он хочет делать, и он может, почему нет? Какой это урод? А почему ты здесь? А он пробует еще и это то же самое.
Mid-interview, Paris Hilton makes a quick exit as the questions turn uncomfortable.
There's been some talk about the ratings in the show being low. Has that upset you?
No.
Never a feeling of, do you ever worry about your moment having passed? You want to wrap up?
When I was curious about one thing going back.